Hi everyone, welcome back to the Book Brood, and today we're going to bring you a Top 5 Wednesday. This is the top 5 authors you want to read more of.
Yep, and Top 5 Wednesday is a group that was created by Lainey Reeds, I think, and is now hosted by Sam from Thoughts on Tomes, and we will link all the Goodreads information, as well as Sam's channel down below.
All right, you want to start? You want me to start?
Yeah, I'll start. Because number one,
obviously,
what I want to read more of is this wonderful duo right here, Madeline Urban and Abigail Rue, because they wrote this huge freaking long series that I'm only halfway through, and I need to read the rest of it. This is Cut and Run, and I've read the first 4. And there are another 5 in this series, plus a spin-off trilogy. And I need them.
Yeah.
Immediately.
I mean, it seems very interesting with these bomb-proof people, but...
Yeah, they get exploded all the time.
A lot, and so they're also, like, emergency trauma surgeons at the same time, too.
Well,
because they take care of each other.
One of them was a Marine, so it's implied that he's had to, like, pick shrapnel out of his buddies.
Patch people up.
Yeah.
But he wasn't a medic specifically.
No, of course not. But he's very much, what do you call it? When someone is good at everything. Mary Sue?
Mary Sue?
Yeah, I'm starting to realize that he's very much a Mary Sue character.
But that's kind of okay in that kind of a...
It's totally amazing because it is not believable in the least, but I'm so invested in these characters.
Obviously, I hear about them every day.
Yes. Anyways, that's my number 1.
Anyway, this one will be interesting. So, my first one is actually J.K. Rowling, because I have only read the first 2 Harry Potter books. So this is Prisoner of Azkaban.
Picked that, the shittiest looking one.
Well, it's the one I need to read, and this is the only copy we have of it because the illustrated one isn't out yet. But
this fall,
you know, we've got that pre-ordered.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Who doesn't? Anyway, yeah, J.K. Rowling, because I haven't read all the Harry Potter books.
Mm-hmm. We are, like 3/4 of the way through the first one, the illustrated version with our kids. Yes. And it's really exciting. It's
the deepest we've ever gotten into the Harry Potter verse.
Usually they get bored after the first couple of chapters.
Which with book 1, it's kind of understanding.
Yeah. Okay, my next is going to be CSPAC. These are
Captive Prince?
Yeah, okay, so it must be just the Captive Prince trilogy. My friend has the first one. The writing in this was amazing, and I'm not sure if CSPAC has written anything else, but I was really surprised that everyone talks about like the cutesy romance in this series and not about the fact that the writing is amazing and the world building is like on point, and this author obviously has a firm grip of the English language, which is not, I mean, it sounds weird when you say it that way, but
not something you see in every book.
It's not, it's really not, especially when I'm so used to reading YA and like cheesy romance novels, and then like someone comes along who actually has like an English degree and has a really high vocabulary, and you're like, this is refreshing. This is nice.
Yeah, I can see that. Definitely. The next one I'm going to say is Connie Willis, and specifically this one, to say nothing of the dog. I have read the first in this series, which is called the Oxford Time Travel series. And Connie Willis is a classic female author within the sci-fi genre, and her specialty is time travel, which I'm not particularly a fan of, but I really love Doomsday Book, which was the first of this series. I was really impressed with how she handled the time travel, so I'm definitely going to be reading more of that series.
Yeah. Okay, number 3 for me is going to be Holly Black. Holly Black might be my favorite author, but the problem is she usually only reads. She usually only writes children's or middle grade books, and this is the only YA that I've read from her. And I loved it. And this is The Coldest Girl in Cold Town. And if she writes more YA, I would totally read it. I've read some of her middle grade stuff, like the Spiderwick Chronicles and Doll Bones, and I really enjoyed them, but they're obviously a bit juvenile.
Uh-huh.
So, I don't know. So if she wrote more YA, I would read it.
Has she wrote any adult?
I don't think so. Not that I've found.
Well, you know, everyone has their niche.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. My next is going to be Philip K. Dick. This is Valis. This is one of his most insane novels that I've read of his so far. I just got this back from my friend who just needed to read this because he and I love this kind of stuff right here. Mm-hmm. Just convoluted, confusing, but then very well structured insanity within his writing, and this is one of definitely the most insane book I've read of Philip K. Dick. I've read a lot of his stuff so far, but I'm definitely going to work my way through all of his writings. He's dead.
Oh.
And so you can finish that.
That's
right?
true. Unfortunately, that's true.
Which I checked out his biography at the library recently, and I read the first few pages, and I wanted to read more. I just didn't have the time with Chaos recently.
Absolutely.
But yeah, just very, very interesting author. Everyone should read something of his, just to get a taste of it.
Okay, number 4 on my list is Kirsten White, and this is interesting because I know she has at least 2 trilogies before the And I Darken trilogy, but I think she has even said herself that this is the best thing she's ever written. So, I mean, she's put a lot of time and effort into this trilogy, and apparently it's like a much higher caliber from what she's already written. So basically what I want to read is the next stuff that she comes out with, like not the past stuff that she's written.
Yeah.
If that makes any sense.
It does, but some authors have that just gem of theirs that sometimes they never get back to it. You know, sometimes they keep going past it, but
yeah.
You know, or sometimes their first books are best, and then you know, it's always you never know, I guess is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, you never know.
But I understand your intentions completely.
The second book is already on pre-order, and it's going to be here in just a couple months, and I'm just so freaking excited. Hopefully it's as good as the first one. All
right. My next one is Gene Wolfe. This is The Claw of the Conciliator. This is the second in the Torturer series. I was really impressed with Shadow of the Torturer, and then I also have the Fifth Head of Cerberus on my top 100 sci-fi list that I have yet to read. I have read Shadow of the Torturer. I want to get onto this one next because Shadow of the Torturer ended on a cliffhanger. Ooh. And I read that
months ago,
and so I want to know very badly, but I've put it on the back burner because
you enjoyed that one.
I torture myself like that with series books on my list where I want to continue the story, but the sequel's not on the list, so it's put a less of a priority, and
you're a slave to that list.
I am, and I need to finish it. I'm 31 books to read to finish it, and nice. I just haven't been focusing on it like Pandora's Star. Anyway, I'm going off on a tangent.
No, you're fine. Okay, and then the last one for me is going to be Pierce Brown. This is the Red Rising trilogy, well, book 1 and 2. This is so bad. I got halfway through the first one, and I was absolutely loving it, and then for some reason I got distracted, and I haven't made it back. But I was really, really enjoying it.
You were.
And I definitely want to finish this trilogy, and then I hear that he's coming out with a second trilogy. I think at least the first one's out already, and it's like happens after this. And I don't know. This is really good.
Was that the first book you won in a Goodreads giveaway?
Probably. Yeah, because you see this awesome, like, I don't know. It's like an arc, but it's not, though, because I think it was already out by the time this came out. Or by the time I got this, but this is like a really weird copy of it. Yeah.
my last one is Neal Stephenson, probably to anyone that watches our channel's surprise. This is Seven Nevins. This is one of his most recent books, if his not most recent published. I know he's working on one called Death of the Dodo, which is a historical fiction about secret military projects, things like that. And he's actually co-authoring in that with the historian, some lady. I'll put her name right here and down below. Anyway, Neal Stephenson, he's never let me down with any of his stories. I hear this one's really good. It has an epic time span, like millennia, so that's exciting. That's just like right off the bat, that's really intriguing to me. So, and with the complexity that he writes, it's gonna be insane. So, yeah, I'm still on a bit of a book hangover from An Anthem. Still, nothing's measuring up to it. It's
no, wow. I would be so intimidated by a premise like that the story spans that much time, because I look for character. Like, I need to emotionally connect to the characters to get involved in the story.
But you can, but then you get new characters to reconnect to over the course of the overall.
1,000-page story, or however long that is. I mean, how many sets of characters are you going to be able to get?
900. Yeah.
How many are you going to be able to connect with?
I don't know, because in Foundation, this book is not even 300 pages, and it spans 4 different time frames, I think, and does it very well. So, Isaac Asimov, great author. Great author. All right, is that our Top 5 Wednesday?
I believe that is our Top 5 Wednesday.
Thanks for watching Top 5 Wednesday. If you're not subscribed to our channel, go ahead and click that button below. Give us some comments. Talk about your Top 5.
Heck yeah. And
anything else?
No.
Did you want to add any more?
With a setup like that, I just failed horribly.
All right. She's great, isn't she?
Anyways, thank you for watching this, and go check out everyone else's top 5, and we'll see you next week.
Bye everyone.